Hi, today we're going to talk about margin returns and productivity. So, there are four major factors of production: land, labor, capital, and material. In short term, we assume only labor is the only factor which is variable, and other factors are fixed. In long term, all these factors are variable and they can be changed. So, here's a diagram. The way to read this diagram is we have on x-axis the quantities of labor, which is the only variable factor in the short run, and our y-axis is the quantity which we are producing. So on the top portion of this diagram, this sub diagram, that only shows the total product. So total product is a function of labor and capital. So in short term, we are assuming the labor is the only one which is a variable. So it's the maximum output which can be produced by using a given quantity of labor. So at this point, output is this much at point A. When we increasing the labor, which is labor level beta, the quantity increase to B. When we increase the labor quantity all the way to gamma, it increase all the way to R. So that's the way to read this diagram. uh, Whereas the marginal product, you can think of slope of total product curve. So it's an increase in total product by adding one more unit of labor. So as you can see, up to when we are increasing our labor to alpha level, or up to point A, there is a increased marginal productivity. So by adding one more unit of labor, our output is uh, is increasing, and it's increasing at increasing rate. So let's suppose we add first labor, our output increased by 3 units, and we add second labor, it increased by 4, it increased to 7, so it increased by 4 units. So it is increasing at increasing rate. When um, when we start adding more labor beyond this point, we see the decreasing margin productivity, and it goes all the way labor beta, or point B, at a diminishing rate. So after we add one more labor, our output, it goes from 7 to 10. So earlier it increased by 4, but now it decreased by 1 unit, and it just increased only to 3 by 3 units. So it reached to 10. So it started decreasing because by adding the per unit, by adding additional labor, our total productivity is not increasing at an increasing rate. And there's a point, there's a point which is ly, or al gamma. After this point, if we add more labor to our production, it actually results into decreasing the total productivity, because our marginal product is goes negative. So after, let's suppose in our example, if we add one more labor to our production function, from our output, which is 10, it goes to 9, because there is no point to add more labor, because our total productivity is falling. Because of crowdiness, our total productivity is not able to increase, so we reach the maximum total product. So that's the marginal product. The average product is a total product divided by the quantity of labor. So this curve represents the average product. There are few things to observe. The average product is increasing as long as the marginal product curve is on top of it, and it starts decreasing when the marginal product curve is below this. And when the marginal product curve goes to negative, we are hitting the maximum total product uh, uh, the total product. That's it.